Hey, Mark Lyon here with Lion Horsemanship. Today we're going to talk to you a little bit about an essential piece of cowboy gear. They call them chaps, chinks, leggings, stepins, batwings, whatever you want to call them. They're just some leather that goes over your jeans, kind of helps keep your jeans from getting all torn up with the thorns and brambles and thickets and all that good stuff. So today we're going to show you a few tips on that. Stay tuned. Okay, so what I've got in here is a pair of chinks. I like them because I wear tall top boots, so I don't need them to go all the way down to my leg, and they're a little bit airy and a little bit cooler in the hot weather. I've got some leggings that are a little warmer, and even a pair of woolies that are really warm. Oh, I really don't like being where I need woolies. If for me, if it's where you need woolies, you're in a place that's too cold. So, just me. I'm kind of a Canadian goose cowboy. I like to go north in the summer and south in the winter. But you need these pair of leather pants just to kind of keep the thorns and brangles and just all that kind of stuff off your jeans, keeps you from getting snagged, kind of gives you a little protection from the tree branches and this and that. So so anyway, that's what we have. There's several different kinds. There's zip ups and clip-ons and tie and all sorts of different kind of things that you can have on them, but basically they're just some leather protection for your legs. So what I do a couple modifications to them. So this is a pair that's a little bit lighter weight, not quite as heavy, and it's a little bit lighter color, so it doesn't absorb the heat so much. So what I do is I punch some holes in there. Now this string, this fringe on there looks cool, and it's pretty nice. It kind of has some decoration, but it's also handy. And the reason is if you're out somewhere, like you normally use this when you're out in the bush somewhere, you're out chasing cows, or you're out a little ways away from the barn. It's not like you just put these on to go, make a couple trips around the arena. So if you're out a little ways and something breaks, you need a piece of tie string. And, back before there was a bunch of baling wire and tie string hanging around, the cowboys would take this piece of fringe and they would cut a piece off if they needed to tie their bridle up. Maybe something broke on their bridle or headstall, or piece of saddle string. So they would use these because it was pretty good, and they had some fringe there, and so pretty soon they would cut off a piece, and after a while they might have the first 5 or 6 or 7 of them used, and so there'd be a little bare spot there. So what I do is I take a hole punch and I punch a hole here, and then I take a few pieces. Like I've got a couple pieces of tie leather here. These are really good for tying, bridles, and maybe something small that may break. Maybe your latigo tie string broke or something like that, and you need to punch a new hole in it and retie it. Those are pretty good for that. And then I also have a couple pieces of parachute cord here. So I've got a couple pieces on that side and a couple pieces on this side. Try to get a color that matches it, so it doesn't stand out too much. Or if you want to go to a contrasting color, you can get a wild talon, talon failer string. You can get them wild tie-dyed or whatever you want. But anyway, have that one on there. Kind of gives you something you can tie something together with if you need to. Kind of keeps it out of the way. You always have a string or two handy, and you don't have to cut your fringe off if you need to. But anyway, that's kind of a little tip. If you guys find yourself in need, you can always use a little string, piece of fringe off of your leggings to tie something up if you need to. And then if you have a little foresight, just punch some holes in there, put a few pieces of parachute cord in there, and then you'll be ready. Now the other thing that these are good for is a lot of times they'll have a pocket in them. And so mine's got a little pocket in there, and I actually put my pistol in there. And so when I'm out riding, a lot of times, if I'm out somewhere where I may need one, I have a pistol, and then I also use it for when I'm cowboy mounted shooting. And so I get some horses used to some shooting because I have some clients that want their horses used to that. And so I'll carry a pistol, and of course when I'm shooting with the cowboy mounted stuff, I use blanks. And then if I'm like out maybe Texas or somewhere and there's a pig problem or something, I may just carry regular rounds, and if I need to shoot a pig or something or whatever, comes in handy. So anyway, that's a good thing. You can have a pocket in there. They come in different sizes. Have your phone in there or whatever you want so it doesn't get lost. But anyway, so these are kind of a few tips that you can use for your next piece of cowboy gear that you're going to get. If you're going to get some step-ins or some leggings or, you know, whatever you want to get for your, whatever suits your fashion, you can get a pair. So anyway, hope it helps you. See you next time.